Biocon Biologics, all set to go public in the next 2 years. The company, a subsidiary of Biocon, has a pipeline of new biosimilar launches lined up for this year, which it believes will power its business. My colleague Sakshi Batra was in conversation with Shreehas Tambe, CEO and MD of the company. Here's an excerpt.
Help our viewers understand what were the key growth drivers for this quarter and for the entire fiscal year as well.
Sakshi, thank you very much first for having me on this show. And you're absolutely right. We've ended the fiscal year on a high, and this quarter particularly has been an excellent quarter for us. We've seen growth in almost all segments of our business. We've seen growth coming in through increased market shares of pegfilgrastim in the US, where now we've become the largest biosimilar player in the US market. We've also seen growth coming in from select markets in Europe. We've seen our adalimumab do exceptionally well. It's branded Julio, and we've got over 18% market share in Germany and over 10% in France. And there are several other select markets in Europe that we've been very, very successful. Emerging markets saw huge growth coming in through Brazil for trastuzumab, insulin in Mexico. We've also seen market shares pick up in Indonesia for trastuzumab. So this has really been the underlying growth drivers, which has allowed us to perform well. In addition to licensing income, which we've been able to help bolster our revenues and profits and fuel the R&D expenses that we've incurred in the quarter and the year.
You know, Biocon Biologics is now a significant contributor to the overall, Biocon earnings as well, over 50% share in the segmental revenues. What's the next step? Are you looking at the demerger of this company and separately listing? What are the IPO plans looking like for you? You have earlier expressed to me that is definitely something that the company has in plan, but are we going to see any more actions towards that, and any timelines that you can share with us?
We had, of course, guided that we would be we're very clear about unlocking value in what we have done. I mean, if you look at Biocon Limited's history, it's incubated phenomenal businesses. First, when it listed itself on the generic side, and then we unlocked value on the research services side. And Syngene, of course, as you can see, has been a remarkable success as we've unlocked value in the research services business. And we had incubated the biologics business or the biosimilars business, and we will be unlocking value in this business as well. Now, with the Viatris integration coming up, with the acquisition that's come up, I think it's only fair for us to complete the integration to a significant portion and be in charge of the business before we talk about taking the company public. And at this time, I can tell you that we're in the process of working closely with Viatris to see how we can integrate this business and take charge of it so that we can operate this as a Biocon Biologics run business. And then we will be able to talk to you about when we should be able to take the company to the listings.
But can that happen in the next 1 year or next 1.5 years?
I mean, that would be the aspiration, but I wouldn't want to say something unless
sure.
Yeah, so yes, but that's really what we want to look at.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.